Okay, another cloudy day today. Funny enough, actually, apparently the Sifu I learned martial arts from, he apparently was gifted a drone. I believe it's a Mini 3, and he has like a smart controller. It was given to him by someone, I believe, in Hong Kong who used to use stuff like that drone, for example, for work and all that. And he decided, okay, you could have it, but apparently he can't start it up or anything like that. And I was the first one he thought of. He says, can you help me with this? I was like, okay, let's see what it's like. Well, with that in mind, what did I read today? How about this first one, as apparently this piece of news was everywhere in terms of banning drones from the airspace in general. This one says, Denmark bans civil drones after more sightings. And it's one of those things too, I guess, when they can't figure out what to do, just try to ban them all, I guess. It says, Denmark on Sunday ordered a ban on civil drone flights after several unmanned aerial vehicles were witnessed at military facilities overnight, following a week in which drone sorties caused the temporary closure of several airports in the Nordic county. The Danish military said it had deployed several capacities in response to the overnight drone sightings. Earlier this week, drones forced Denmark to close its airports, including Copenhagen Airport, which was closed for nearly 4 hours on Monday. Denmark has called the drones part of a quote hybrid attack, but the government has stopped short of saying definitely who it believes is behind the missions. Nevertheless, Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen has said Russia is the main country that poses a threat to European security. So when are they going to officially ban everything? It says civilian drones will be banned from Danish airspace from Monday through Friday of the coming week. The Nordic country holds the rotating European Council presidency for the second half of 2025. Denmark will host EU leaders on Wednesday, followed by a summit on Thursday of the wider 47-member European political community set up to unite the bloc with other friendly European countries after Russia's 2022 full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And I guess despite their positivity that Russia, I suppose, has something to do with it, according to this, they say it's not clear in terms of who exactly is behind all these drone incursions and all that, I guess you could say. It makes you wonder if that's safe to jump to conclusions like that without actually making things worse. Kind of like that other story, if you guys remember, where they first said, oh, it was a drone that crashed into this or that, but it ended up being because of them, like themselves, where they fired like a missile or something like that, that missed it or whatever. I mean, you have to be careful about those types of accusations, especially in this situation, as you'd give the other side, per se, an excuse, I suppose, to be hostile and all that too. Because with that, there's still a lot of war between Russia and Ukraine. And how about this one? It says, Russia pounds Kyiv. Other regions in mass drone and missile attack. It's non-stop, huh? It says, Russia launched hundreds of drones and missiles at Kyiv and other parts of Ukraine early on Sunday, killing at least 4 people and injuring dozens in one of the most sustained attacks on the capital since the full-scale war began. Neighboring Poland closed its airspace near 2 southeastern cities, and its Air Force scrambled jets in response until the danger had passed. Ukraine's military said that Russia launched 595 drones and 48 missiles overnight, and its air defenses shot down 568 drones and 43 missiles. It noted that the main target of the strike was the capital, Kyiv. I'm still surprised how long this war's been going on for, and I guess with that thought, apparently there was a huge tragedy in the US as there was a violent attack of some sort that unfolded at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan. So apparently there was a Sunday service and there was a 40-year-old gunman who rammed his vehicle into the building and he opened fire with an assault rifle. According to all the reports and stuff, apparently this was a targeted shooting. And then afterwards, the guy or somebody decided to burn the place down too. As of now, apparently they don't know what the motive is, but it just shows you how there's constant fighting and stuff around the world. Doesn't matter where you are, huh? That's a little unfortunate. Okay, and a little update for the phone. For now, I decided actually just to get that Pixel 9 because that was the one that was part of the deal that I currently see. Again, I only had to pay like what? $5 each month for 2 years to get this. Like, so it's really cheap overall, and I don't have to increase the rate of my plan or anything. I'm on like one of those loyalty plans, as I mentioned. There didn't seem to be any other higher end choices. The rest of them were like $800, $1,000 or whatever that you'd still have to pay, especially for the newest stuff. And there's no point if the old phone is going to work. I don't know at the moment, because the guy suggested that I go back on Monday, which I will. But for now, this one will do. It actually seems pretty good so far, just in terms of functionality. In some cases, ironically, it actually seems smoother, even though this isn't considered, let's just say, top of the line. And I think that's just because when you're using like Android systems, since it's made by Google and all that, you're basically getting the pure experience, as they say, so there's no bloatware. But other than that, let's try to test out the camera and stuff too, just to see what it's like. Again, I'm not expecting it to be the best or anything. It's basically just something to hold off for the time being, as it was more important overall for me to try to get the phone so I can get some work done for other stuff. It could be just me not knowing where all the settings are, but one of the challenges is this is meant more for just casual people, I guess. There's no manual settings like the focus and all that to stay locked on, and as well controlling things like the shutter speed, because you can kind of see when I'm capturing it, the lighting changes every single time the bird comes in or off, and it gives that, I guess, moment where it's changing settings and it kind of ruins the mood. I think I know one reason. All right, see you guys later.